South Lebanon is still an active battleground, where Israel continues sporadic attacks against what it calls Hezbollah targets. The group, which initially held fire, is now responding. Hezbollah says it won't accept a one-sided truce. It's now been extended for 3 weeks, but there was no commitment to Lebanon's request for an end to Israeli attacks and the demolition of villages across southern Lebanon. It followed a meeting U.S. President Donald Trump chaired between the ambassadors of Israel and Lebanon in Washington. The focus was on Hezbollah as a common problem.
And recognizing that the problem is not Lebanon and the problem is not Israel. The problem is Hezbollah, the bad little kid throwing rocks. That's what the president is getting launched today, to get that little kid out of the neighborhood.
There was also talk about making peace.
We are going to keep going, working for a peace that hopefully we'll get it as soon as possible.
Hezbollah, which has pledged to fight until its last breath, is not the only party against the government's decision to engage in talks with Israel. Powerful politicians believe any deal should only involve a permanent cessation of hostilities and a full Israeli withdrawal from Lebanese land. Among them, Speaker of Parliament Nabih Berri, who, like Hezbollah, represents the Shia Muslim community, which has been bearing the brunt of Israel's attacks, with many feeling targeted not just by Israel, but by a leadership they say is advancing Israel and U.S. interests. Trump says the U.S. is going to work with Lebanon to help it protect itself from Hezbollah, and he looks forward to hosting the Prime Minister of Israel and Lebanon's president in the near future.
Those statements will worsen tensions in the country. Also, the president and prime minister don't appear to have regional backing for what is seen as moving too quickly outside the framework of the Arab Peace Initiative anchored by Saudi Arabia. The kingdom, which has influence here, sent an envoy for talks with a divided political class.
A ceasefire has stopped the intense Israeli bombing campaign, but people still can't return to their homes. The south of the country is occupied, and pressure to disarm Hezbollah without its cooperation is a recipe for, at the least, internal instability. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Beirut.